I have seen something yellow, shiny, and with solar panels. And I'm here to talk to Richard from Jet Connectivity. Now, Richard, can you tell us what this amazing structure is all about?
Sure. So one of the challenges with anything to do with net zero is capturing data. And particularly as we go offshore, that becomes harder and harder. And as we go deeper and deeper, it becomes even more difficult. So we've constructed a way of creating a data platform at sea, which includes all the network connectivity. So it comes with 5G and satellite and all those kinds of things. And we can plug in a whole range of sensors, atmospherics, oceanographics, pollution monitoring, but also things like radar, sonar, so looking for intruders into national critical infrastructure as it is today, and so forth. So the idea is that the big yellow blob is a data platform that's at sea with all of this connectivity made available, and then it's up to the user for the use cases that they particularly require it to serve.
And so which users do you think would most benefit from something like this?
We're seeing a lot of interest, so we were actually putting one to sea for trials with BP. We've got a lot of interest from the wind farm builders, because when they go out for the first trip, there's nothing. There's no infrastructure. They've got to do all of their seabed monitoring, oceanographics piece, and they keep having to transmit data, which is very expensive. If they can process it locally, and then during the build phase, this stays there for health and safety, again, for all of the information that's captured and recorded, performance over time and those kinds of things. And then eventually, when the wind farm enters into operation, then it's there for as a haven for workers, for lone workers, and a communications platform, and as I mentioned, increasing interest in using it as a way of identifying unexpected events.
And absolutely, and we're in a world where, unexpected events sadly are becoming more and more expected.
Mm-hmm.
So that's fascinating. And I think, in terms of the size of the structure itself, can you give us a sense of, the scale of this, really?
Well, if I show you a picture of the real one. So we have two of these, one in Dundee and one down at Grimsby. The Dundee one is the one that's going to sea very shortly. So that gives you a sense. It's about 26 metres to the top of the mast, which gives us incredible range for communications. And that's one of the reasons for doing it that high. And it's been designed for, this one model has been designed specifically for environments like the North Sea. So we've calculated wave, all of those kinds of challenges that we will face, and then engineered something specifically for that purpose. So we can scale these up and we can scale them down. It's an engineering task. What's important is the use cases that people are deploying. We have interest in it, for example, from one unmanned EV boat company, that's badly put, who are looking to use this as an offshore charging station, because it can carry massive amounts of stored power, as well as the solar. We can put wind turbines, we can even put hydrogen fuel cells on there. So the idea is that the boat is out servicing a community of interest, which could be a number of wind farms, wind turbines. Rather than going back to port to recharge, they can charge at sea.